Success is not an accident. It is not a random occurrence or a stroke of luck. Success is the result of deliberate, consistent, and intentional actions. And at the core of those actions is your mind. Your mind is the control center of your life. It dictates your thoughts, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. If you want to achieve success, you must program your mind for it every single day. The world is full of distractions, challenges, and setbacks. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in their mental programming. Success is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right mindset. It's about conditioning your mind to focus, to persevere, and to thrive in the face of adversity. Programming your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. It's about building habits that reinforce clarity, discipline, and resilience. It's about feeding your mind with the right thoughts, the right information, and the right perspective. When you program your mind for success, you take control of your life. You become the architect of your future. Success begins with clarity. Without a clear understanding of what success means to you, your efforts will lack direction and your mind will remain scattered. Clarity is the compass that guides your decisions, your actions, and your priorities. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built. To program your mind for success, you must first define what success truly means to you. This is not about adopting someone else's definition or chasing societal expectations. It's about digging deep and asking yourself the hard questions. What do I truly want? What kind of life do I want to live? What legacy do I want to leave behind? These questions are not easy to answer, but they are essential. Without clarity, you risk spending your life chasing goals that don't align with your values or aspirations, leaving you unfulfilled even if you achieve them. Clarity requires introspection. It demands that you take the time to reflect on your passions, your strengths, and your purpose. It's about understanding what drives you, what excites you, and what gives your life meaning. This process is not something you can rush. It requires patience and honesty. You must be willing to confront your fears, your doubts, and your insecurities. You must be willing to let go of external validation and focus on what truly matters to you. This is not about impressing others or meeting their expectations. It's about creating a vision for your life that is uniquely yours. Once you have defined what success means to you, the next step is to break it down into actionable goals. Clarity is not just about having a vague idea of what you want. It's about creating a roadmap to get there. What are the specific milestones you need to achieve? What are the steps you need to take? By breaking your vision down into smaller, manageable goals, you make it easier for your mind to focus and stay on track. This process also helps you measure your progress and stay motivated. When you have a clear vision and a clear plan, your mind knows exactly what to focus on. It becomes easier to filter out distractions and stay committed to your path. Clarity also helps you make better decisions. When you know what you want, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Every decision you make either moves you closer to your vision or further away from it. And with clarity, you can evaluate your choices more effectively and make decisions that support your long-term success. This doesn't mean that every decision will be easy, but it does mean that you will have a framework to guide you. Clarity gives you the confidence to take risks and the resilience to overcome obstacles because you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Finally, clarity provides a sense of purpose. When you have a clear vision for your life, you wake up every day with a sense of direction and motivation. You know what you're working toward, and you understand the importance of your efforts. This sense of purpose fuels your determination and helps you stay focused, even when the journey gets tough. It reminds you that every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. Clarity is not just about knowing what you want. It's about understanding why you want it. When you have a strong sense of purpose, you can overcome any challenge and stay committed to your path, no matter how difficult it may seem. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it is also highly impressionable. What you feed it shapes your thoughts, your beliefs, and ultimately your actions. If you want to program your mind for success, you must be intentional about the inputs you allow into your mental space. Just as a car cannot run on poor quality fuel, your mind cannot thrive on negativity, distractions, or meaningless information. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life, and the quality of your thoughts is directly influenced by what you consume. This is why it's crucial to feed your mind with intentional, purposeful, and uplifting inputs. The first step in this process is to become aware of what you're currently feeding your mind. Take a moment to reflect on the information you consume daily. What kind of news do you read? What kind of social media content do you scroll through? What kind of conversations do you engage in? Are these inputs helping you grow, or are they draining your energy and focus? Many people unknowingly fill their minds with negativity, whether it's through sensationalist news, toxic relationships, or mindless entertainment. Over time, these inputs create a mental environment that breeds fear, doubt, and complacency. To program your mind for success, you must break free from these patterns and consciously choose inputs that inspire, educate, and empower you. One of the most effective ways to feed your mind is through reading. Books are a gateway to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge. They allow you to learn from the experiences and wisdom of others, saving you time and effort in your own journey. Whether it's biographies of successful individuals, books on personal development, or works of philosophy, reading expands your mind and equips you with the tools you need to succeed. Make reading a daily habit, even if it's just for a few minutes. Over time, the cumulative effect of this practice will transform your thinking and open up new possibilities for growth. In addition to reading, seek out other forms of positive input. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks that align with your goals and values. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better and who share your commitment to growth. Engage in conversations that stimulate your mind and push you to think critically. The people you spend time with and the conversations you have play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you want to program your mind for success, you must surround yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you. Another important aspect of feeding your mind is limiting exposure to negativity. This doesn't mean ignoring the realities of the world, but rather being selective about what you allow into your mental space. For example, if you find that certain news sources or social media accounts leave you feeling anxious or discouraged, limit your exposure to them. Instead, seek out content that motivates and encourages you. This could be motivational videos, success stories, or even uplifting music. The goal is to create a mental environment that supports your growth and reinforces your commitment to success. Finally, remember that feeding your mind is an ongoing process. It's not something you do once and then forget about. Just as your body needs regular nourishment to stay healthy, your mind needs consistent, positive input to stay sharp and focused. Make it a priority to evaluate your mental diet regularly and make adjustments as needed. By being intentional about what you feed your mind, you create a foundation for success that is built on clarity, positivity, and purpose. This foundation will enable you to navigate challenges with resilience, stay focused on your goals, and ultimately achieve the success you desire. Success is not the result of occasional bursts of effort or grand sweeping actions. It is the product of daily discipline, small, consistent habits that compound over time. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the force that keeps you moving forward even when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. To program your mind for success, you must cultivate a mindset of discipline. This means showing up every day, doing the work, and staying committed to your goals, no matter how small the steps may seem. Discipline begins with understanding that success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of setting big goals and dreaming about the future, but the real work happens in the quiet, unglamorous moments. It happens when you wake up early to exercise, even though you're tired. It happens when you sit down to work on your goals, even when you'd rather be doing something else. These small, seemingly insignificant actions are the building blocks of success. They may not feel like much in the moment, but over time, they add up to something extraordinary. One of the keys to developing discipline is to focus on consistency rather than intensity. It's not about working yourself to the point of burnout or trying to achieve everything at once. It's about creating sustainable habits that you can maintain over the long term. For example, if your goal is to write a book, Don't pressure yourself to write an entire chapter in one sitting. Instead, commit to writing just 500 words a day. This approach may feel slow at first, but over time, those daily 500 words will turn into a completed manuscript. The same principle applies to any goal, whether it's improving your health, building a business, or learning a new skill. Small, consistent actions are far more effective than sporadic bursts of effort. Another important aspect of discipline is learning to embrace discomfort. Growth rarely happens within the confines of comfort. It requires pushing yourself beyond your limits, facing challenges, and doing things that may feel difficult or unfamiliar. This is where discipline becomes essential. When your mind tries to convince you to take the easy way out, discipline is what keeps you on track. Discipline is what keeps you on track. It reminds you of your goals and the reasons why you started in the first place. Over time, as you repeatedly choose discipline over comfort, you train your mind to see discomfort as a necessary part of the journey rather than something to avoid. Discipline also requires accountability. It's easy to make excuses or let yourself off the hook when no one is watching, but true discipline means holding yourself to a higher standard. One way to do this is by setting clear, measurable goals and tracking your progress. When you have a clear picture of what you're working toward and how far you've come, it becomes easier to stay motivated and focused. Another way to build accountability is by sharing your goals with someone you trust. Whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, having someone to check in with can provide an extra layer of motivation and support. Finally, remember that discipline is not about perfection. There will be days when you stumble, when you don't feel like showing up, or when life gets in the way. What matters is how you respond to those moments. Discipline means getting back on track, even after a setback. It means forgiving yourself for mistakes and recommitting to your goals. Over time, this resilience becomes a part of who you are, and it strengthens your ability to overcome challenges and stay focused on your path to success. By cultivating daily discipline, you program your mind to prioritize long-term growth over short-term gratification, and this mindset becomes the driving force behind your achievements. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. No matter how well you plan or how hard you work, you will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in how they perceive and respond to these challenges. To program your mind for success, you must learn to reframe challenges as opportunities. This shift in perspective is not just a feel-good mantra. It is a powerful tool that can transform the way you approach difficulties and turn them into stepping stones for growth. The first step in reframing challenges is to recognize that they are not inherently negative. A challenge is simply a situation that tests your abilities, pushes you out of your comfort zone, and forces you to adapt. While it may feel uncomfortable or even overwhelming in the moment, it is also an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Think of challenges as a form of mental and emotional exercise. Just as lifting weights builds physical strength, overcoming challenges builds resilience, problem-solving skills, and confidence. When you start to see challenges in this light, they become less intimidating and more manageable. One of the most effective ways to reframe challenges is to focus on what you can control. Often, when faced with a difficult situation, it's easy to feel helpless or overwhelmed. You may dwell on the things you can't change, such as the actions of others or external circumstances. However, this mindset only amplifies feelings of frustration and powerlessness. Instead, shift your focus to what you can control: your attitude, your effort, and your response. And ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I use this challenge to become better? By focusing on your own actions and mindset, you reclaim your power and turn the challenge into an opportunity for growth. Another important aspect of reframing challenges is to embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. When you adopt this mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as threats to your self-worth. For example, if you fail at a task, instead of viewing it as a reflection of your abilities, you see it as a chance to identify areas for improvement and try again. This mindset not only makes challenges easier to handle, but also fosters a sense of curiosity and resilience. You become more willing to take risks, experiment, and push beyond your limits because you understand that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone on the path to success. It's also important to remember that challenges often reveal hidden strengths and opportunities. When you're forced to navigate a difficult situation, you may discover skills or qualities you didn't know you had. For Gratitude and presence are two of the most powerful tools you can use to program your mind for success. In a world that constantly pushes us to strive for more, it's easy to fall into the trap of always looking ahead, always chasing the next goal, and always feeling like we're not enough. This mindset can lead to stress, burnout, and a sense of dissatisfaction no matter how much we achieve. To truly succeed, we must learn to balance ambition with appreciation and progress with presence. Cultivating gratitude and staying grounded in the present moment allows us to enjoy the journey, maintain our mental well-being, and sustain the energy needed to achieve our goals. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on what you have rather than what you lack. It's about recognizing the good in your life, no matter how small, and appreciating it fully. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Instead of constantly chasing the next big thing, you begin to see the value in what you already have. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. It reduces feelings of envy, anxiety, and discontent, and replaces them with a sense of fulfillment and peace. Gratitude also helps you stay motivated and resilient. When you take the time to acknowledge your progress and the support you've received along the way, you're reminded of how far you've come and the resources you have to keep going. This sense of appreciation fuels your determination and helps you stay focused on your goals even when the journey gets tough. Presence, on the other hand, is the practice of fully engaging with the current moment. It's about letting go of distractions, worries about the future, and regrets about the past, and immersing yourself in what's happening right now. Presence is essential for success because it allows you to give your full attention to the task at hand. Whether you're working on a project, having a conversation, or simply enjoying a moment of rest, being fully present enables you to perform at your best and derive more satisfaction from your experiences. Presence also helps you manage stress and maintain mental clarity. When you're focused on the present, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by the pressures of what's to come or the weight of what's already happened. This clarity of mind is crucial for making sound decisions, solving problems, and staying aligned with your goals. The combination of gratitude and presence creates a powerful synergy. Gratitude keeps you grounded in what's good and meaningful in your life, while presence allows you to fully experience and appreciate those things. Together, they help you build a mindset of contentment and focus, which is essential for long-term success. For example, when you're working toward a big goal, it's easy to become so focused on the end result that you forget to enjoy the process. But when you practice gratitude and presence, you're able to find joy and meaning in the small, everyday moments that make up the journey. This not only makes the process more enjoyable, but also helps you stay motivated and committed. Incorporating gratitude and presence into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, or pausing to fully experience a moment of joy or beauty. You can also practice mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing or meditation to help you stay present and focused. Over time, these practices become habits, and they transform the way you approach life and success. By cultivating gratitude and presence, you program your mind to find fulfillment in the present moment while staying committed to your long-term goals. This balance is the key to achieving success that is not only meaningful, but also sustainable and fulfilling. Success is not a destination, it's a way of living. It's the result of a mind that is clear, disciplined, and resilient. It's the product of daily habits, intentional choices, and a perspective that sees challenges as opportunities and gratitude as a guiding light. When you program your mind every day for success, you take control of your life. You become the architect of your future, building it brick by brick, moment by moment. So, start today. Define your vision, feed your mind with purpose, embrace discipline, reframe your challenges, and cultivate gratitude and presence. Success is not something that happens to you, it's something you create, and it begins in your mind. Program it well and watch as your life transforms into the masterpiece you were always meant to create. The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Remember, the mind you cultivate today is the life you'll live tomorrow. Choose wisely, act boldly, and never stop believing in your ability to succeed. The power is within you. Now, go out and make it happen.